So good afternoon, ladies. It's late in the afternoon here. So today, this afternoon rather, I'm gonna show you how to make this own version of ours. It's our own recipe actually, and really love this kind of recipe. So it's what we call as baked potatoes topped with caramelized onion and garlic. So first things first, of course, you have to check if you are ready to cook. See to it that you're safe. So you have to tie your hair up so that no hair would fall down on the food. And you are to wear also your apron. So I'm wearing an apron right now. And the next thing I'm going to do is to introduce to you, of course, the ingredients for this recipe of ours. So just like what I've said a while ago, today I'm going to show you how to make the baked potatoes topped with caramelized onion. So these are the ingredients. So since it's baked potatoes, basically we need the potatoes. So I prepared 4 potatoes and then 3 white onions, not the red ones, because they have a strong flavor. You need garlic, like 5 cloves of garlic. That might be too much for you, but of course we like 5 cloves of garlic because aside from that, it would add flavor to the finished product. And we also need the salt. I just have to drizzle the salt, and then the pepper. So pepper, salt, sour cream. For the sour cream, you will need this right after you're done baking. And then we have the soy sauce, olive oil. I would always recommend the use of olive oil, but coconut oil is also okay. Balsamic vinegar, and Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so those are the ingredients in making this baked potatoes topped with caramelized onions and garlic. So what we're going to do first is we're going to clean up the potatoes, and then after cleaning up the potatoes, we will be boiling them. And when it's already ready, when it's half cooked, and that's the time that we're going to slice them. And for the onions and the garlic, I'm going to mince the garlic and I'm going to slice the onions into ring type. I'm going to slice it in half and I'll slice it like this. I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, now let's proceed to the cooking part. So I am now ready to cook. So first thing that you're going to do first, you have to remember hygiene and sanitation is very important in order to avoid food contamination. So wash hands before starting everything. So you have to use liquid hand soap. Okay, wash your hands properly. Okay, and then when you're done washing your hands, so that's 20 seconds of washing your hands so that the germs and the bacteria that are present there will really go away. So, alright, I'm done washing my hands. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to boil the potatoes. So I'm going to wash these potatoes. I'll put it on this pot because this pot is already ready. It's already filled with water. So that much. And I'll wash the potatoes and dump it there. Of course, I'm not going to dump it too fast. I'll dump it slowly. Okay, one by one. So right after that, okay, so this is ready now. I'm going to cover this one with the lid. I have to reduce the amount of water, otherwise it's going to overflow later. So it's ready. And put the fire on. Fire on. That's right, on. And you have to wait for it to boil. Okay, when it's already boiling, then check if it's already done. And after that, then you're going to start the next process. Okay, this is the next process. Since we're still boiling the potatoes, so you have to make use of the time. Do not waste time. So you prepare now the ingredients for the caramelized onion and garlic. So what we're going to do is you crush the garlic first, so it'll be easier for you to peel them. Okay, and I have prepared table napkin on the side so that the skin of the garlic and the onion, so just be placed there so it will not be a mess. Okay, and mince it after. So just mince it like that. So just keep doing it, but be very careful with your hand so that you won't get a slice. And transfer this to the plate. And do the same to the rest of the garlic. And now I'm gonna proceed with the onion. Okay, for the onion, you have to remove first the skin, peel it off first. Okay, and throw it on top of the napkin, the paper napkin. So just keep doing keep watching, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm almost done peeling it off. Okay, so now it's ready for the next step, which is the chopping. So all you need to do is just to slice it in half, like that. Okay, after slicing them in half, after cutting them in half rather, you're gonna slice this like this. Okay, in circular motion. Okay, it's gonna make you very. It will make your eyes very because of the strength of the onion. Okay, so now I'm done mincing the garlic. So it's ready for sauteing now, and this much of the onions, the sliced onions, sliced into rings. And as you can see, there are plenty of them, but of course, it's gonna shrink down later, right after the process of sauteing. And the reason why I would recommend this kind of onion is that it will give off a sweet flavor, not like the red onion. It's kind of strong, so do not use that. So we have the onion and the garlic ready for sauteing. Now we will do the sauteing. This time, we're gonna do the sauteing of the onions and the garlic. So since we're gonna make caramelized onions, so that's what we're gonna do. So I have started a fire with the gas range, and then this is already hot, so I'm gonna add the oil. So 2 tablespoons of oil will do, or 1 tablespoon of oil is okay for this much, for this amount of onions. Okay, so that's enough. So we just have to wait for it to get hot. And the first thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to saute the garlic first. But make sure that if you're going to saute the garlic, do not burn it. Okay? Just half cook. Otherwise, it's going to have a burnt taste. So this is ready. Now I'm going to put now the garlic, minced garlic that I've sliced. Okay, and I'll just have to keep mixing them. Right, so you don't need to burn it, so it won't have a burnt taste. Add up the onions right away. So all the 3 onions, so just add them all up. Okay. So you have to separate them so that it will be cooked properly. Separate it properly. Right, and then mix it. Fold the onions along with the garlic. Already caramelized. So what we're going to do now, look at that. See, it's different from the first one that I've placed it in. So the sugar content of the onion has already come out of it. So next thing I'm going to do is when I add soy sauce into that, just estimate it, about 1 tablespoon. Just this much. You just sprinkle it on top, and then add some of the Worcestershire sauce. So just sprinkle it, and add also just a bit of the balsamic vinegar. Just a bit of that. Okay, that's enough. And turn the heat on high, not on high but low, and then do not touch it or do not mix it yet, about a minute. And after that, you mix it because you added balsamic vinegar into that, so it will affect the finished product. So you have to allow the vinegar to be cooked first before you mix them. So that will be enough. So we're gonna mix it now. Okay, so that's it. This is now ready. So we're done sauteing the onions and the garlic, and we already have the caramelized onion. That's it. Now I'm going to show you the ingredients that we need for that. So the cooked potatoes, I have already placed it on this bowl. So we have the cracked, that's cooked potatoes, and we also need the caramelized onions. So because we're going to arrange them. And aside from that, we also need the butter. So for the butter, you are to slice them thinly. So just slice them thinly. Because you're gonna need this. You're gonna put this on top of the caramelized onion. So just set that aside first, because we're going to slice first the potatoes. So we're going to put this on the chopping board and slice them. Okay, just have to remove that butter here. Okay, you don't need to clean this one because you're gonna need that butter there, and besides this is already clean. So slice them thinly. Be careful because it's hot. Then you have to remove the skin. You could actually remove the skin easily. Okay. Alright, so once you're done slicing them, then you're going to put this on the pan, arrange it there. Okay, put it on the pan. Okay, so this should be without the skin. Couple this one. Okay, so potatoes first, and then you're gonna top it with caramelized onion, and that's right after wiping it with the butter on top of it. So you're gonna wipe it with the butter. You are to wipe it with the butter. You may actually choose to, allow the skin there because there are more nutrients in the skin. So you could just let it stay there. If you would want to include the skin, it's not a problem. But since my husband doesn't like it, so I have to make it like this. So this part has been overcooked already. They're not supposed to break. So this is overcooked potato. Alright, so as you can see, I have arranged it already. Since this is overcooked, the potatoes have been overcooked, so it kind of look like that one. So as much as possible, do not overcook it, just like what happened to mine. So pay attention to that, because I was doing the caramelized onion and the cooking at the same time, so I was not able to check it that much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sprinkle it with salt and pepper first. Season them. And pepper. And after that, what you're going to do is get the butter. Allow the butter to melt on top of it. So it will just melt because this is still hot. So put butter. So the butter will add flavor to this onion, this caramelized onion, and with the baked potato. So if you want to put more butter into it, you may do so. Okay, I'm gonna put some more butter on that one. And after that, I'm gonna top it with the caramelized onion. Okay. Some more butter. Okay, now next thing that I'm going to do is to top it with the caramelized onion that I have already ready there. So let's top it with caramelized onion. And then we're going to put another layer of the potatoes, so that this would be about 2 layers of that. So I'm going to divide the caramelized onion into that. Okay, that's it. So that's the first layer. Caramelized onion on top of it. This is the last one. The second layer, because we don't have potatoes anymore. And we're gonna put it in the oven. Already clean up the table, so remember that you have to clean your area as well once you're done. So this is the product. Now the next step we're going to do is to put it in an oven. This has been preheated for about 10 minutes, and then the temperature should be at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that's equivalent to 250 degrees Celsius, and bake it for about 20 minutes, or you may also bake it for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to cover it with this one and then put it in the oven. So in the oven, mini oven, cover it, and just wait for 20 minutes. Okay, so I put it in a pan. Products, we already have this baked potatoes with caramelized onion top on it, of course. So I'm gonna do the plating now. So this is good to pair with pan-fried steak. So I'm gonna put this on the side. And of course, don't forget the sour cream that will give this baked potatoes with caramelized onions its added flavor. Okay, so vegetables. So be careful because it's hot. Alright. So that's it. And on the side, you are going to put now the sauce, which is the sour cream. Alright, so we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video and hope you learned something about it. Bye, ladies.